business in the San Gabriel Valley in South El Monte, a restaurant called Cielito Lindo for 24 years. Yay! My husband is Jose Hernandez from Mariachi Sol de Mexico, and I have 80 employees, and I have a nonprofit organization that we put over 7,000 kids through in after-school music programs that we started with private funding. So I've been kind of doing what you've all been doing, life, you know, and going along, raising my family, doing business, and all of that. And this last year, in November, I was so depressed on election night, I put on my all-black jogging suit and ran 3 miles. I was so sad. And I just thought, you know, I cannot just sit at home and complain and complain. I've got to try to do something. This isn't an easy task. It is very tiring. But, you know, I want to be a voice. If I can be a voice of, and a moral compass and a voice of common sense, that's what I want to do. I don't think it's that hard to go someplace, whether it's Sacramento or Washington, and vote what you believe and what's right. You would do that for your family. You need to do that for your community. I prepared a few lines, and I've never written anything before. This is the first time. I've always just talked impromptu. I've never used a teleprompter, sorry. I really do believe that if you speak from your heart, you don't need a teleprompter, because what you're speaking is the truth. So, anyway, I just want to tell you, America has always been a land of opportunity, where with hard work and determination, we could be and do whatever we wanted to be. I believe what most Americans want is just what the makers of our Constitution wanted. They wanted a better life for themselves, for their children, with limited government intervention. They simply wanted to be able to work in peace and be left alone, save money, take care of their family, and live a life that was not being over-regulated and overtaxed by Big Brother. The framers of our Constitution were very explicit in their words about limited government. They knew we needed enough government not to have a tyranny, but limited enough for every individual to have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Here in this country, we believe in freedom more than any other country on earth. Even if what you hear in the media, you know what? You need to be proud to be an American. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else but this great country. But you know what? While we were sleeping and doing life and working, what happened? While we've been doing all those great things, the rug's been pulled out from underneath of us. We sent men and women to Washington and Sacramento to watch out for us, and we've been betrayed. And you know, and I want to tell you, in this whole campaign thing that I've been doing, I've met some politicians, which I really hate that word politician because it has such a bad connotation, and when I win, I will be called a politician. It makes me kind of want to get nauseous. But I've also met some really people that are in it for the right reason, and Chuck DeVore is here today, and I can tell you, he does not belong in that nauseous group, okay? So there are some good people out there fighting for you. Unfortunately, the other half that I met, I swear to God, I wouldn't put to run my kids' Kool-Aid stand. Anyway, the one thing that is so sad about the wonderful state of California is now we are the highest tax state in the union. Higher car taxes, higher income taxes. We're in a recession and they're raising our taxes. It's like the crazies are running the insane asylum. Tell me, where in history did gross over-regulating and taxation ever grow an economy, create jobs, encourage entrepreneurship? As these politicians espouse for us to tighten our belts, be more fiscally responsibility, they passed the largest spending bill in the United States history, and they didn't even read the frickin' thing. I mean, how does that work? The Federal Reserve Bank gave billions of dollars to financial institutions, and when the watchdog group asked them, where is the money gone? What have you done with it? They won't tell. Our servants have become our masters. California was the jewel. Everybody wanted to live here. Now people are leaving in droves to go to other countries and open businesses where it's more affordable, to go to other states where it's less taxes. being a native Californian and born and raised in Covina, California, it just saddens me so much what is happening to our state. So when we're asked to tighten our belts, I want to ask Sacramento and Washington, what have they done to tighten their belts? What have they done to stop government regulation? What have they done to limit government? No, they've been spending our money like drunken sailors. I know our politicians have great pressures from unions, but they need to tell the unions to cut the contracts, roll back benefits to 2003. We've all lost a job, know somebody that's lost a job, or our businesses have suffered and we've had to cut back employees. And I know how hard it is, but I'm sorry, the union has to cooperate. When they push our politicians need not to buckle and they need to push back. I'm telling you, you should all be mad as hell. You know, Thomas Jefferson said, for evil to prevail, all good people, men and women alike, need to do is nothing. So I'm asking you, let's do something. Call your assemblyman, call your state senator, call your congressman, call the White House. Twitter them, Facebook them, email them, send them a letter, do whatever you've got to do. Tell them, we want limited government, we want lower taxes, we want a balanced budget, we want cuts in wasteful government spending programs. Tell them taxation without representation is tyranny. Let's have a second American Revolution. Your very future and your children's is at stake. Remember, we as Americans have the wherewithal and the right to do whatever we need to do to preserve freedom. Together, with God's help, we can resolve this problem. We're a great nation. We're a free nation. Be a patriot and fight. I want to sign this tax pledge, and I'm telling you right now, when I sign it, I mean it. I know other people have signed it and gone to Sacramento and gone to Washington and voted against it. I don't owe anybody anything. I have a great life. I was trying to think how they could buy me off. You know what? They can't. I'm signing it. I promise, I give you my word right now, if a bill comes across me to make all of you guys have to put out more money out of your pockets, and my pocket too, I'm voting no. And also, www.TheresaHernandez.com. Please tell all your friends to, if they live in the district, the 32nd, to vote for me. And if they can't vote for me because they're not in it, pray for me. I really need your prayers. And second of all, send me $10. Campaigning is so expensive. So I'm just signing this right now. I need a witness.
Yeah.
State of California. State of California. I forgot to say.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
You got to date it too. Okay, what's today? April
4/11.
4/11/09. Okay.
Look back this way.
All right.
Look this way. Theresa, duck in a little bit. Let's take a picture.
Yeah, let's get either of you on either side of it here.
Yeah.